Yo, what's up, guys? DfsDudes here to give you my GPP Core Plays for Friday, November the 2nd for FanDuel. Before we get into it, please click the subscribe button below if you have not done so already. This way you do not miss any of our NFL, NBA, or MLB content. We will roll the contest out one more time. Get this video to 25 likes, and we will give away a free VIP membership to our website valued at $59.99 a month. You get full access to our optimizer, which I'm in now. Plenty of tools in the optimizer. Tools will be launching in the next couple of weeks as well. Some really cool data tools to help you with your research process. $69.99, you get full access to the optimizer, all of our content, player pool, player rankings, cash game lineup for both FanDuel and DraftKings Monday through Saturday. So sign up for the website if you have not done so already. And please click the like button, get it to 25 likes. Simple process. Click subscribe, click like, put your name in the comment box below. Let's take a quick review at our core from last night. So first guy in the core, Kyrie Irving, gives us 49.1, just what we thought. Big game. Milwaukee coming in undefeated, and Kyrie Irving did not disappoint. 49.1 fantasy points for Kyrie. Lou Williams, I said in the video, this guy can get us 5x, 6x at the $5,000 price tag. A little disappointing to see on a back-to-back. FanDuel adjusted his price by a few $100s. But I still think, at this price point, the guy's very playable with the minutes he's getting and the shot opportunities he's getting to reach value. Gets us 29.2, almost a 6x figure. So I'll take that out of Lou Williams. A couple of turnovers late in the game really cost him the 6x. He was up to 32 points and then created some stupid turnovers trying to force things and get, Lou Williams very good at getting fouled. Sam Decker, a little underwhelming, 19.3. I really thought 19 was his floor last night. He really just reached his floor for us and didn't quite reach value. But 19.3 out of a guy at 4,500, pretty much, like I said, I expected that to be really his floor. And, you can see right away that we were able to pay up here and get a few guys in our lineup, more than one. We had Holiday at 8,300. We have Kemba Walker at 9,200 and Giannis at 11,500. I actually had Anthony Davis in this lineup. And then shortly after the video, Davis was doubtful. So I took Davis out and went ahead and went in a different route with my point guard and shooting guard. Then Alfred Camino, 32 points. I told everybody on the video to play this guy. I told everybody in my core plays yesterday to play this guy. He obviously a core pick. Just this guy is a double-double machine. It's just, can he get enough fantasy points, or is his price tag too much for what he actually produces? Because he'll get you like a 10 and 10, and that'll really be at like 20 points. When he gets to the $6,000 range, your upper fives, it's hard to play him in tournaments. But at 4,900, producing 32 fantasy points last night, this guy was a great play. I wish I would have paired him up in this particular lineup with somebody other than Saric. I just didn't like the way this was being built out. The final core play was Mason Plumlee. Again, at 2.2% owned, $3,600, gives us 27.7 fantasy points. The game really wasn't close, and Plumlee ended up getting a lot of run, 3 assists, a block, 5 field goals, 6 rebounds, a steal. So he really filled the stat sheet up. So our core, very effective core: Plumlee, Aminu, Decker, Lou Williams, and Kyrie Irving was our core. You could have this core and you could have taken down some big tournaments last night. I had lineups that got to 340, and smaller tournaments, 337 took $30,000 on last night, and you definitely could have got there with this core last night. So I hope you guys did well. I hope you guys used it. Let's get into today's core. Let's start looking at a couple of things first. So, this is the game right here with basically the highest over-under on the slate, Golden State and Minnesota. We're going to want to get exposure to this game. We're also going to want to get exposure to Oklahoma City and Washington. I think this is a really good spot to get players from both teams in this game. Washington 5-game road trip, and now they're finally home. Everybody feels better when they get to sleep in their own bed, right? So, this is a good spot to attack. I really don't like anything in this game other than playing Siakam. This is a great situation right here with Memphis and Utah. There's a lot of usage to go around with both Burks and Mitchell not playing today. I look for them to roll a lineup out there probably of, Jay Crowder probably gets a start at the small forward position. They probably move They probably move Joe Ingles to start at shooting guard, Ricky Rubio, and then Favors and Gobert, probably their starting lineup in a very small rotation tonight for them. So there's some good pieces in this game. The thing to look out for is Memphis right now is currently third in the league in defense. You can take that for what it's worth and see the opponents they played, but that is what it is. And then obviously there's a couple of really good spots, including a guy in our core whose price has dropped. So let's get into the core for tonight. Here's the core. We'll break it down really quick. Russell Westbrook, 11,700. Eric Gordon, 5,500. Kevin Durant, 10,700. Markieff Morris, 5,200. Ed Davis, 3,700. I'll go through each play quickly, and then we'll get on with this and wrap it up. So Russell Westbrook, 11,700. His price has decreased since yesterday, and yesterday he did have a very solid game, producing almost 60 fantasy points at 59.6, marking 4 out of his last 5 games where he's gone over 50. And I keep saying this. You look at his last 2 games, 29 points, 32 points in his last 2 games. The rebounds are a little bit down, and he's just been short of a triple-double in each one of those. The monster game's coming. And for a guy who, missed a couple of games to start the season, probably still looking to get, didn't play any preseason games, no training camp. I look for him, Westbrook's got to get in a rhythm. He's a rhythm player. The guy can dominate. I'm looking for that monster game. Wasn't sure if I'd roll him out tonight, but once pricing dropped on this slate and I saw we're getting him at a bit of a discount from last night, definitely a guy I'm rolling out in this game. I think this is a really good game. Eric Gordon, price drop was up to 6,500. Eric Gordon, a player I really like anytime James Harden doesn't play. James Harden, I understand a game-time decision, but even if Harden does play, I don't know how much you can expect Harden to play tonight. With a hamstring injury that's kept him out for a few games. So Eric Gordon, in the games that James Harden has missed, he's had 39, 33, and 31 minutes. Just hovered right at the 22, 23 fantasy point mark. I think at 5,500, it's a good buy low opportunity. His price dropped $1,000, like I said. He can definitely get 25 fantasy points and get you 5x. He can definitely get the 40-point upside and get you the 7 or 8x tonight at this $5,500 price tag. If James Harden does not go, which I don't think he will, I think it's maybe, he may come back in their next game. And then let's go to Kevin Durant, right? So Kevin Durant, I said last night on our shoot around video, I just feel like this is a Kevin Durant spot. I really do. Kevin Durant, first of all, look at the small forwards that have played against Minnesota, and they've had really good games. LeBron James, the most recent game, he had a 60-point game. These games where there's a dominant center in the middle of the floor defensively for a team, and then it's a pick and roll game, with wing players and those types of things. It's not a Kevin Durant type game, but a game where you've got a big like Karl-Anthony Towns who doesn't like to get near the basket. You've got perimeter shooters. There's the opportunity for a ton of long rebounds. This, to me, is a Kevin Durant game. There's going to be a lot of perimeter shooting. Kevin Durant will get you some blocks tonight. He'll probably get you a couple steals. He's averaging 28 points on the year already. I just look for a routine Kevin Durant game tonight with the opportunity to go 6 or 7x. I think we get a big game out of Durant. Markieff Morris, I think Markieff Morris becomes a really popular play with his price tag. Here's the thing with Morris, right? I want exposure to this game. I want to pay up for two big players tonight, and maybe even 3, with adding a mid-tier play to this, like a Draymond, who I like in this spot. So I've got to figure out where my value is going to be at. And in this spot, you can go with the Siakam at 5,700 if you want to, and probably still squeeze some stuff in, or a Montrezl Harrell in a good spot there against Orlando. They don't, he's listed as a power forward, but he's, definitely playing the center spot in a lot of instances for the Clippers. But I'm going to go with Morris here. This is kind of a gut play. Morris has been a decent play from a fantasy standpoint until he got the concussion. He's fully back. And, like I said, 5-game road trip. These Washington players got to sleep in their own bed. Look, before the concussion, 36 minutes for Sacramento, 25.9. Played 25 minutes in the Portland game, 45.3. Against Toronto, 31 minutes, 32.9. So, he's got all the upside to go 6x tonight. I think it's a good matchup for him. Another team that does take a lot of perimeter shots. You got a Schroeder, a Westbrook's a jump shooter. Even Adams, he likes to get, the elbow shot, the baseline shot. And then obviously Paul George, he's a perimeter shooter as well. So opportunity for rebounds. Morris can get hot, knock down the 3. Ed Davis. This is my punt play. I'm going to punt center again tonight. Ed Davis, we had him in our core a few nights ago, and he got us 19. He ended up being exactly what we wanted, was a punt play. He got into foul trouble, but 18 minutes, 10 points, 10 rebounds. This guy's getting minutes, and Ed Davis is a very effective rebounder. You go all the way back to his time in Portland. This guy just does very well rebounding the basketball and getting putback opportunities. So this is my punt play in the core tonight. I'm going to punt with Ed Davis in this core because there's others. Like I said, I've got to try and sneak value in. There's a Burks play at 3,800. There's obviously this Ed Davis play here. You can look at a guy like Maxi Kleber if you want to pair up and just punt two punts and put power forward out there. But I expect to see Dante Exum very high owned tonight at $3,800 in this Utah game, for the simple fact that their rotation is going to be very small. So $3,800, Dante Exum, he was the guy who got the majority of the minutes without Mitchell on the floor. He played 25 minutes, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 26.3 fantasy points. There's going to be plenty of usage to go around tonight for Utah. I think Rubio will probably be a pretty chalky play as well. But Exum is a guy that you can definitely load in because he's upside pump play basically. So I'm gonna back up my Ed Davis pump play probably with an Exum pump play in this core and give me the opportunity to pay up at 3 spots for good mid-tier players. So 5,800 is what you're left with in this core. We'll be back again tomorrow to do another core play video and review this. Guys, please get this video 25 likes. I would love to give away a VIP membership. We will do that with 25 likes. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Click the like button and then comment your name in the comment box below. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Keep it cash and much luck tonight. See ya.